Hi guys, it's Katie here again from Bella Creativa. I have a new project to share with you today. It's a stationery box. I have developed a set of SVG files and a set of printable templates for the stationery box. So let's start by looking at those and then I can run through the files with you, but I just wanted to tell you about those. So we'll do that a bit later. To start with, it comes in two sizes. One is the small one. It's not actually that small, and then one is large, and it is actually larger, as you can see. They're the same size. There we go. This is the top of the box, so for you they look like that. This one's about an inch thicker or wider, because there's another section in this one, which is why it's the large one, and this one is the small one. Just as a reminder, SVG files are scalable, so this is the size that I provide you the files in, but of course you can make them larger or smaller because they are scalable. Anyway, let me tell you about the size of these to start with. I'll just stack them up, maybe this way. So the large one is 8 centimetres. They're both 8 centimetres, 8 inches this way, which is 20 centimetres. The large one is 4.5 inches or 11.5 centimetres this way, and the small one is 8.5 centimetres or nearly 3.5 inches. And then the height, just short of 9 inches or 22.5 centimetres, give or take. So that's the size of them. Let's start with the small one. So it looks like this. It's got a lid on top. This is it's made like a book the way it opens, and then this is the other side. The bottom, nothing very exciting about that, but nice and neatly matted, apart from that bit that I have something stuck to. Okay, so the lid comes off. The lid comes off. Come on, lid. This one's a bit stiff. There we go. It doesn't help that my left arm is not working the way it's supposed to. Okay, the lid comes off. So for you it would look like this. And then it opens out this way. Now, I've got it laid down this way so that the overhead camera can see it, but normally you would have it setting up like this, and you could get whatever you wanted out and write on it, la la la. But I'm going to put it down this way so you can see it. So my understanding of the stationery box, from all the stationery boxes that I've seen on YouTube, is that people tend to put other greeting cards in there, and then they give the whole thing as a gift to somebody else, like a stationery set. So I'm not very good at gift cards, but I do have some blank ones. Maybe one day I'll actually get around to making some cards. But you can see I've got a stack of cards. That's a huge stack of cards and matching envelopes. And so they really easily fit in this section here. These cards are 6x4 cards, I believe. I don't know what I just did with the other ruler. This ruler's only in centimetres. This here, okay, yeah, it's 4.5 by 6 by 4.5. So, and they easily fit in this back section here. So my thought was you could give someone the cards made, except maybe not with the sentiments. And here you could put some sentiments already to make up, and then they can decide which sentiment goes with which card when they give it. You could probably fit a little roll of double-sided tape or some other little puffy squares in there for attaching the sentiment. You could put a pen maybe in here. You could definitely fit some little gift cards and things in here. You might be able to fit a little glue stick and things like that in there. That's the one that I didn't make it very good. This is my prototype, and you'll see why it's a bit different in a minute. That one there I made wrong as well. That's why it doesn't. The reason I've changed it is because it's really difficult to get your little fingers in there. So you'll see in the next one that I have changed it, but this was my prototype. So there's got these 4 little drawers, 2 little sections here, and then this back section here for whatever you wanted to put in it. So that is the small one. So let's just pop that to the side. I won't put the lid on in case we need to look at it again. And then this is the large one. This is the one that I made during the tutorial. So the lid comes off this one. Right. So then it opens up like that. Now the difference between this one and the small one, you'll see there. There's this one here has got a, let me just pull this out for a second, has got a whole extra section in the back. Come here. So it's just got this extra bit in the back here, which is why the spine is a bit wider. So you've got that bit section here that this one doesn't have. But this section here is exactly the same. And the little drawers and the little sections here are the same. But I changed it from this prototype here where you can't get your little fingers in to here where you can very easily get your fingers in and slide each of those up and down. So that's a change that I've made that you'll find in the templates and SVG files. So for this one, I made this one as a journaling station. So I've made a little journal here, and then I've made this ephemera folder here, which I'll show you in a minute because it's another prototype for something that I'm working, an ephemera folder that I'm working on. So in this one, instead of putting cards and things in, I've put a little a little journal in here, and this ephemera holder, I've just put some tags in the front here for embellishing and writing on and putting in the journal itself. A few little baggage tags, and then in here I've put some washi tape. In this one I've got some paper clips and a bit of ribbon. In this one I've got some paper beads already made to dangle from bits and pieces in the journal. And here I did a whole pile of fussy cutting, cut out some tiny leaves that you can also use as embellishments in the journal. So that is the large one here. So let me quickly show you just this prototype here. Let me know if you're interested, because I think I have refined this a bit more, but this is a prototype for a really easy ephemera folder. I think I've made it less pages, and I think it's a little bit different, but the basic idea is this. How you've got pockets made of tracing paper, but it's got these little round safety barrier things here, so it's nice and easy to get them in and out of the pockets, and the pockets are sort of reinforced safety barriers because you always have to consider the safety of your ephemera. It's just to stop the pages, the pockets from ripping. Anyway, there's some long pockets here, and then there's you know, shorter pockets here. So this has got a set of 4 pockets, and then there's also sets of 3 pockets. So this is just a prototype to see how it went. What I can't really work out is which is the best glue to use with tracing paper, because you can still see the glue underneath. I mean, it's not really bad, but I tried out a couple of glues in here. This one might be better. This one might actually be the Art Glitter glue. Anyway, this is just another little template or little sort of prototype I was working on at the same time. So anyway, I'll pop that in there, and we can let me know if you're interested in that one. Just leave a comment and I'll get onto it, because you know everything takes me 2 months these days. Anyway, stationery box. The stationery box comes with a set of SVG files. The SVG files look like this. The green bits are the bits that I've cut out of cardstock, and the pink bits are the mats for each of those pieces sitting on top, so you don't have to measure any mats or anything like that, and they're the ones that I've cut from the scrapbook paper. To use the SVG files, you do need to know how to change lines from cut lines to score lines. And I think with the silhouette, you might need to make them as, I think it's the silhouette, you might have to make them as tiny dashed cuts, lines, so that you can fold it. I don't know, I'm not an expert on silhouette at all. With the Cricut, you can very easily use a scoring tool to make the score lines, and I just use the stylus because I'm lazy and I don't want to keep swapping it out. Anyway, the other thing is the SVG files comes in two different ways. One is just one file with all of these pieces in it, and it looks exactly like this, and you can use that in a Cricut machine, because in a Cricut you can upload everything all at once in one file like that. For the other cutting machines, you can only upload it as a 12 by 12 inch mat. So there is another folder called Other Cutting Machines, and it has all of these pieces broken down into the individual 12 by 12 mats, so that you can still upload and cut them out. So that's the SVG files. And then the printable templates. There's 24 pages, I believe. This is a screenshot of all of the pages together. All of the pages up into here, so 6, 12, 13, the first 13 pages are the pieces that you cut out of cardstock. And then from here on, where it says, and I know it's from here on because it says small spine mat, from here on are all the mats for all the pieces. So I recommend that you print it all out onto some cardstock and make it a set of printable templates, and then you can use these to cut, to trace around and cut your pieces out. That's how I would do it personally, but you know, it's up to you. You do it any way that you like. I have also made this as a set of printable templates for letter size paper and printable templates for A4 size paper. So one of the reasons why it takes me so long these days is because I've done 2 sets of SVG files and 2 sets of printable templates and the tutorials and the guide, and then uploaded it all to Etsy and YouTube. Huh. So that's it. Just seems to take me forever these days. Okay, so anyway, that is the set, the stationery box. I hope you like it. There's a tutorial. It's in 2 parts, and it's to make the large box. And if you'd like, I'm also happy to do a tutorial on how to make the small box, which is just about identical. But I'm happy to show you how to do that. And also there's another way that you can make the large box that's slightly different, and I can also show you how to do that if you'd like. Anyway, all of these are available from my Etsy store. I'll put a link in the description box below, and I'll also put a link in the description box as to how to change the cut lines to score lines in Cricut. I haven't done it for this tutorial, but I've done for this project, but I've done it for other projects, and the principle's the same, so you can apply the principle to this set of SVG files and you won't have a problem. Okay, if you've made it this far, thank you very much. I feel like I've been talking for ages. I hope you liked the stationery boxes, and I hope that you have a use for them, and maybe make your own. They're good fun. I enjoyed making them. I like boxes. I like boxes very much. So yeah, I hope to see you guys again soon. Let me know what you think about that ephemera holder, and I will catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye.